Assalamu alaikum. How are you, students? I hope you all are very good, and I welcome all of you in today's video tutorial. As you know, we are studying nowadays capacity from the last week, and today we are going to start the lesson number 5 of the topic of capacity. So we have completed some questions from the exercise of this topic, and question 1, question 2, question 3, and question 4 and question 5 is completed now. So we are going to start question number 6 today. So let's move to the slide and we'll look at question number 6. Here we have exercise question, and question number 6 is there. Question number 6 is saying a jar has 358 milliliter of jam, and there are two parts in it. The first part is saying my grandma uses 198 milliliter to make some jam tarts, and how much is left. And the second part is saying if my mom needs 645 milliliter of jam to make a cake, how much more jam will he need? You can search for this question at the page number 129, and the book is for Cambridge Primary Mathematics. So let's move to the next slide and we start solving questions these two parts one by one. So question number 6 is saying a jar has 358 milliliter of jam. So this is the condition for both parts, that a jar has a total capacity is 358 milliliter and it has jam in it. Then you have the first part that is giving you information. My grandma uses 198 milliliter to make some jam tarts. Grandma wants to make some jam tarts and she needs 198 milliliter to make these jam tarts. Now they are interested to ask that how much is left after grandma used. So you have to search first what the information is given by the question. So you can easily say that the first information is about the jar, that it has a capacity of 358 milliliter, and that is saying jar has 358 milliliter jam in it. What is the second information the question is giving you? It's about the grandma, that how much milliliter she used. So grandma used 198 milliliter of jam. So you know the total capacity of jam and you know how much grandma used. So you can easily find out how much is left. Let's suppose if I have 5 chocolates and I ate 2 chocolates, how much is left? It's very easy, 3 chocolates, because from 5 I ate 2 of them. So what I will do here, I will subtract 2 from 5. When I subtract 2 from 5, so I will get the answer 3. Same here, the jar has total capacity of 358 milliliter and grandma used 198 milliliter. So what I do, I will subtract here. For the volume of jam left in a jar will be, when I subtract 358 minus 198. Why I write 358 first? Because the total capacity of the total jam in a jar is 358 and what he used is 198, right? Then I did a subtraction for you here. First I write 358, then the second number, what should I write here? It's 198, and I go for subtraction. When I subtract 8 minus that, it will be 0, and then when I subtract 5 minus 9, I cannot get a 9 from 5, so I will take 1 carry from 3 and that will be 15. 15 minus 9 will be 6, and now 3 is not 3, 3 is now 2, and 2 minus 1 will be 1. So you can check, the answer is 160 milliliter. 8 minus 8 0, and 15 minus 9 6, and 3 is now 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, so it is 160 milliliter. So I can say the volume of a jam left in a jar is 160 milliliter, or I can give the answer. They are asking how much is left, so I will say 160 milliliter is left in the jar. Part B is saying the same condition, you have a jar has 358 milliliter of jam, and the part B is asking if they are giving you condition, if my mom needs 645 milliliter of jam to make a cake. They are saying that if no, my mom needs 645. If she needs a certain amount of jam to make a cake, so how much more jam will be needed? So they are interested in asking that how much more jam will they need if 645 milliliter of amount of jam is required to make a one cake. So first of all, you should know that how much the quantity of jam you have right now. From the part A, we know that the volume of jam left in a jar after part A is 160 milliliter, right? Because in part A we see that grandma uses 198 milliliter from 358, so we have now only 160 milliliter. So how much more jam will he need if she want to make a cake or with the capacity with the volume of 645 milliliter? So what I will do here, the second information question is giving that mom needs 645 milliliter jam to make a cake, right? So we have the amount of amount of jam left in the jar, that is 160 milliliter, and we know the total amount required to make one cake is 645 milliliter. So if I subtract 160 from 645, so I will get the answer, or I will get the total amount of jam required to make a one cake, as we have only 160 right now and the total amount we need is 645. So I will do here subtraction. I will say required amount of jam will be now 645 minus 160. Why I write 645 first? Because the first thing, 645 is the greater number, and the second thing that the mom needs total 645 milliliter and we have only 160, so I will write 645 then minus 160. How you will subtract here? I will write 645 and then below 160 with the subtraction sign, then 5 I can get 0 out of 5, that will give you 5. When you will not get out anything from 5, that will be only 5. Can you get 4 out of 6 6 out of 4? No, because 4 is a smaller number, 6 is a greater number, so you will go for carry. 4 will carry 1 from 6 and it will become 14. Now 14 minus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. The answer will be 8. So it's now 8 0, and 6 is now not more 6 is now no 6 because it gave 1 carry to 4. Now it is 5. So 5 minus 1 will be 4. So answer you will get, it will be 485 milliliter. 5 out of 0 out of 5, 5, 6 out of 14, 8, and 1 out of 6 1 out of 5 will be 4. So it is 485 milliliter, and you can say required amount of jam is 485 milliliter. And how much more jam will he need? The question was asking you, so you will say mom needs 485 milliliter more jam to make a cake. And this is going to the end of our today's video tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video, and there will be no doubt in the question number 6. If you have any doubts, so you can ask me. And what you have to do now, you have to write these question answers in your notebook. And again, you can do same thing. You can change the values. You can put, instead of 358, you can put 485 or 693, and you can change the numbers and you can solve it, and you can check, you can challenge yourself, can you answer it or not. So I will meet you in the next video now. Until then, take care of yourself. Have a nice day, and thank you so much for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye.